Good morning, peeps. Coach Kev from the porch. Sunny day here in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the Steelers are going to kick the Browns' asses tonight because they're still the Browns. I don't care what they do, they're still the Browns. Anyways, uh, the defense has dropped their Frank's motion in a War and Peace sized memo, 139 pages, a couple pictures in there, a couple quick thoughts on it. Number one, me with the profiling thing. I've never seen the behavioral science, behavioral analysis unit's profile of the Delphi killer. The defense mentions it in there, so I assume they have it. And I'm curious about things like that. But if is what the attorneys for Richard Allen say is true, and the BAU points at this some being some kind of Odinism symbolism, they're not going to be fooled by a staging. What I mean by that is someone tried to make it look like it was Odinism, even though it wasn't. If the FBI believes it was Odinism, I'm pretty sure it was Odinism. Now, how does Allen tie into that? I don't know. Everybody's checking out Brad Holder's Facebook today for his things. I couldn't find the images that the FBI spoke about, or the guy in Georgia spoke about specifically, but I did find some others, all very interesting. Uh, if what they're saying is true, and who knows, they're doing their job, right? But if some of this evidence is true, it's posing. It's not going to be staging. Staging is to throw off the investigators. Posing is done out of a compulsion by the killer or killers. And usually when you see these things happen, it's one killer. So was this a SA or a sexually motivated killing, or was this a cause killing where groups of people do things? It seems like the more we find out with Delphi, the less I know anyway. I'm hacking through that now. A couple people have had some Hoosier cold cases, has had a show on it already. I like when people break it down. I think Frank's going to do one, and hopefully Ruckus, whoever else. But they're very interesting. But the key points for me is if there is a BAU profile, if the FBI put a profile out, well, they did. We didn't see it. And if they think it's Odinism, I got to agree with them. This isn't like a staging situation where a bunch of people wanted to make it look like these Odinists did it. But it was actually done by them. So who knows? But the defense is the defense. They're doing their job. They're very good attorneys. I still think Allen's the guy. Allen's involved. The more that you see, the more less lone wolf likely you think it could be. And if it is a lone wolf, it was not a random act. If it is lone wolf, I don't see how it could be a random act with all this stuff that's done out there. And if you do read this, know that there's things about the crime scene, and there's some very, very fucked up shit in there. So you might want to skip that if you're sensitive to those things. But it's really bad. It is. I stopped reading a couple times. I mean, I'm used to seeing bad shit at work, but it's bad. But it's how the justice system works. And Richard Allen has to get a fair trial, and that these things have to come out. But I'm hacking through it, so go through it, check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm really looking at the angle with the profilers. I'd love to see that profile eventually, even if it's after the trial, what they came up with. I've heard things about it before. I've heard people say, we think it was this, we think it was that. They didn't release it because of these various reasons, but nothing concrete. But hey, check it out. I think it's 139 pages. Frank's motion. A lot of all your favorite YouTube people will have it shared by now, or your Discord groups. But yeah, I'm just stuck on that BAU thing. And then there's a little thing in there that Doug Carter kicked the FBI out, then he didn't kick the FBI out, then and of course it's the defense, so they're going to dig, so they're going to make it look like, oh, these guys don't know what they're doing, they're the Keystone Cops. Maybe they were. I think there were some mistakes made, but the FBI is the FBI, man. When it comes to the BAU, they're not always right, but everything's based out of science. I know this guy and he's good. And I think that happened here a couple times to people. I know this guy, he couldn't be involved, or he couldn't be lying to me. And, that's humanity. That's the human condition, right? This guy couldn't have killed these girls. I know him, or whatever the case may be. But check it out. Delphi is always moving behind the scenes. And let me know what you think. But I'm going to get out of the sun here for a little bit and let you guys check out those motions. Again, if you're sensitive, the crime scene area, and it's scattered throughout, but it definitely skipped the crime scene part because it's pretty graphic, and it's sad. It's just it's heartbreaking really to read it. It is. It's hard to get through in one sitting. Uh, and if Richard Allen's the guy, I think he's involved, certainly, my opinion. And if there's other people involved, they all need to get caught for this. They all need to, their lives need to be taken away, whether it's the death penalty, which I'm not a huge advocate of, but when you kill kids, what do we do with you? Or go to jail forever, whatever it is. And I'm hoping that they're doing that now. So, anyways, check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm out of here. Coach Kev out.